This committee met about 2 months ago, and the chairman, who can call any person in the world who walks this earth as a witness, called this guy, who tweeted just a couple weeks before the hearing, "Fuck cops." Your witness tweeted that. Not one of you disavowed that guy. Not one of you said that was inappropriate. I was stunned that you call yourself a pro-police party and you bring a witness before us that says, "Fuck cops."
We have a video to play. I think this will provide some visual summation. Please.
And the police has to happen. We need to defund the police.
Mayor Eric Garcetti saying, take some of the money from policing, about $150 million.
I applaud Eric Garcetti for doing what he's done.
But we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
It is outdated. It is wrong-headed thinking to think that the only way you're going to get communities to be safe is to put more police officers on the street.
So yes, defund your butts. Direct that money.
We propose to redirect over $7 million from the police bureau.
The police department here in Minneapolis needs to be dismantled, and we need to start anew.
Welcome back. If you want a live lesson in political gaslighting, the House Judiciary Committee delivered. Eric Swalwell, never one to shy from a camera or a big claim, dropped a jaw-dropping line that Republicans are the ones defunding the police. Yes, he actually said it. Swalwell said it with all the confidence of someone banking on the public forgetting the last few years and apparently ignoring the internet. He pointed fingers, twisted history, and hoped no one remembered the chaos in Democrat-run cities. What he didn't expect was Andy Biggs sitting right there, fully ready with the receipts. Andy Biggs didn't argue. He didn't shout back. He didn't trade insults. He did something much sharper. He hit play. Suddenly, the room was filled with a supercut. Not from conservatives, not from Fox, but straight from Democrats themselves. A highlight reel of "Defund the Police," proudly shouted by AOC, Omar, and others from the squad, some of whom were sitting in that very room. The reactions? Absolutely priceless.
Thank you. And I just want to address Mr. Johnson, who said you brought the receipts. Well, Mr. Johnson, I've got some receipts for you. This committee met about 2 months ago, and the chairman, who can call any person in the world who walks this earth as a witness, called this guy, who tweeted just a couple weeks before the hearing, "Fuck cops." Your witness tweeted that. Not one of you disavowed that guy. Not one of you said that was inappropriate. I was stunned that you call yourself a pro-police party and you bring a witness before us that says, "Fuck cops." I don't believe in that, but I thought if you didn't believe in that, you would have taken the opportunity to say it. But no, not only did you not disavow it, you invited the guy here in Congress to be your witness. Imagine if we had ever done that. We didn't. You did. Second, I would love Mr. Johnson to disavow, because by the way, I will disavow the defund the police movement. I've never called for it. I believe, just as President Biden believes when he addressed Congress, that we should fund the police. But Mr. Johnson, will you disavow your colleague, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who tweets out and makes money off of a defund the FBI movement? Because they're police too. They protect us too. But I don't think you will. I think you're going to sit silent, and your silence, by the way, is complicity. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. The gentleman from Virginia is recognized.
Yield to the gentleman from Arizona.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Appreciate the backpedaling at an alarming rate from the other side. Watch out, you might fall over backwards. We have a video to play. I think this will provide some visual summation, please.
And the police has to happen. We need to defund the police.
Mayor Eric Garcetti saying, take some of the money from policing, about $150 million.
I applaud Eric Garcetti for doing what he's done.
But we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
It is outdated. It is wrong-headed thinking to think that the only way you're going to get communities to be safe is to put more police officers on the street.
So yes, defund your butts. Defund you.
Yes, I support the reallocation of resources
from NYPD.
We will be moving funding from the NYPD.
Yes, I support the defund movement. I'm for responsible reallocation of resources.
And defund the police.
I think you do all those other things, you don't need all the money that's going to the police department. So yeah, I mean, the spirit of it, I do support that.
Yeah, and a lot of us were asked if we could imagine a future without police back in 2017 when we were running for office. And I answered yes to that question.
We are going to reduce funding in the police department and redirect that money.
We propose to redirect over $7 million from the police bureau.
The police department here in Minneapolis needs to be dismantled, and we need to start anew.
In some necessary cases, completely dismantling those police forces.
Police departments are taking a sizable amount of the budget of a lot of municipalities and other entities. We need to look at those budgets, pull some of the money back.
When we talk about defunding the police, defunding the Pentagon.
My push is that we defund our police departments.
Defunding police means defunding police. If these reports are accurate, then these proposed cuts to the NYPD budget are a disingenuous illusion. This is not a victory. The freshman Democrat adding, the fight to defund policing will continue.
Mr. Chairman, I also have several articles that I would like to submit for the record. Instead of reading all the titles, I'll just provide those to you, if that's okay.
Without objection.
And I'll yield back to the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Klein.
Would the gentleman yield?
Yield to the chair.
Yeah, I would just say, in response to the gentleman from California, of course we disavow that tweet. That is obvious, and if we'd have known that individual had that tweet out there, I doubt if he'd have been invited as a witness. With that, I yield back to the gentleman from Virginia. Gentleman yields.
Seats got uncomfortable. Smiles vanished. Swalwell's face froze in that unmistakable look of someone realizing they've been caught lying in 4K. Biggs let the Democrats indict themselves. No spin, no commentary, just their own words on full display. That's how it's done. The moment the video ended, the meltdown began. Shouting, interruptions, excuses. Suddenly, the clips were out of context. Suddenly, the party had moved on. Moved on. The only thing that's moved is the narrative because the policies are still the same and the damage is still visible in America's cities. For years, Democrats demonized law enforcement, mocked the thin blue line, and cheered policies that weaken policing. Now that the polling looks ugly, they're scrambling to cosplay as law and order champions. It's insulting, and they're counting on voters having short memories. That's exactly why moments like this matter. While Democrats play word games in Washington, the rest of the country lives with the consequences. Police retirements are up. Recruitment is down. Response times are longer. Violent crime has surged, especially in cities that embrace the defund agenda. This wasn't about a viral clip or scoring points. Andy Biggs exposed a simple truth. Words have consequences. You can't spend years vilifying cops and then act shocked when no one wants the job. The Democrats' anti-police rhetoric has come home to roost. And no amount of shouting from Eric Swalwell can change that reality. In the end, Andy Biggs showed exactly how to deal with this kind of dishonesty. Let the record speak. The internet is forever. No rebrand, no media cover, and no revisionist talking point can erase what was said loudly and proudly. Now it's over to the audience. Who had the most uncomfortable moment in that montage? AOC, Omar, or someone else? Drop a comment below. Hit like to help this reach more people.